Hayward throws middle. It's picked off.
Hayward against Davis. It's stolen by Green. Here's Kuzma. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yo, this is Mr. Glass, and welcome to the GLASSHouse.
Oh yeah, we back. Oh yeah, I got him. Man, we got everybody a little switcheroo around here. Hold up a sec.
What the heck is the intern doing?
Tetris.
Wait, all right, are we good? What's up, y'all?
What it do? What it do?
AKA Mr. Glass. Got my boy D-Ray, the producer.
Bang bang.
We got Dizzy out here. And we got the Veep, a.k.a. Black Ink Legends, a.k.a. the intern, a.k.a. the man behind the scenes. And we are ready to go on another episode of the GLASSHouse, baby. I don't know what the heck Troy is eating. Why is it that every podcast that we do on this network, somebody got to be eating, y'all? What's going on?
You know why? Because it takes a lot of internal energy to be this dope.
They work so hard getting everything up and going and rolling. It's just like there's no time to eat. So the only time we actually sit down to stay for a minute is when we're actually talking.
I'm not gonna lie, I ate like a horse right before I got on the street. Good. Macaroni salad, coleslaw, fish fry, putting it down, y'all.
Dang.
Man,
you ain't share?
Well,
that sucks.
I would share, but on the way, I got a little hungry.
Man,
you know, if we get such a thing as, you know, on the way snacks, and I kind of
you about as bad as Big Los and Church's chicken.
oh boy.
All right.
So what's going on, guys? What's good?
Everything is good.
Agreed. Let me pop on this a little bit. We got Blast Radio 247 is live, baby.
Yes.
The podcasts right now are looping on the radio station, and very soon we're gonna get the Blast artists going. Shoot, we don't even get live DJs going, so it's about to be the hopping spot. That's all I do know. But
make sure y'all do that, man.
If you have a Android phone, you can go to Google Play Store, put in Blast Radio 247, no spaces, and you'll get the app to be able to go directly to our station.
I got an app too. What?
Oh,
I have an iPhone, so what I did is I just added it to my home screen. I opened up the website and then I hit the little button at the bottom and I'm like, add home screen. And now I've got a Blast 247 on the home screen of my iPhone.
There you go.
Bet.
That's some techie stuff right there, man. I really all that.
There you go. IT, baby. So, so we are excited. We're ready to roll. Go ahead, Mr. Glass.
All right, so today I believe we are doing the trailers of video games that most got us hype for the game and most memorable trailers. All right, so that's what the order of business is today. We also, I believe we got something else going, or were we saving that for next week? I think we got something else going too.
Well, I'm going to tell you, being the man who wears many hats, one hat is bound to fall off, and retrieving those videos is one of them.
Oh, Lord.
However, the one thing I did get that we did talk about was video games that transferred into movie films.
Okay, we'll do that.
Dangerous.
So we got about 6 or 7 of those, so we could rock those out. Perfect. And we can talk about in between. But before I do that,
I just told the people what we're doing next week. Dang. My bad.
It's all good.
What up, Junior?
Hey, Junior.
Have y'all noticed? Y'all noticed that Veep is trying to do this whole Bruce Wayne Batcave vibe. Alfred done brought him a fresh bowl of noodles.
What's
I'm
good,
trying to hold it down.
Alfred, bring me my noodles.
I am trying to hold it down the best I can. That's all I can say.
Okay, so we got movies from games.
Yes.
What's first?
All right. I'll click it. You guys will figure it out, of course, because the title will be shown, but we'll talk about it afterwards. So let's check this out.
Let's get in it.
Deep underground, in a top secret research lab, security has been breached. A deadly virus capable of contaminating the entire world has been released.
Oh my God. We have to get out of this building. What was that? It's the brakes!
It's okay, we're here to help. Now, an elite team has been sent in to stop it.
5 hours ago, Red Queen went homicidal.
Who's the Red Queen?
State-of-the-art artificial intelligence.
The corporation's keeping a few secrets down here.
But they have only 3 hours left before it begins infecting and mutating the whole human race.
Everyone stay calm.
You have to get out.
Don't listen to anything she says. She's a holographic representation of the Red Queen.
She may be our only way out of here.
How is she still standing?
She isn't standing now.
No one is immune. Resident Evil.
You're all going to die down here.
Dude, that gets me hyped all over again.
The music. Oh, I was just sitting there going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I was scared almost the entirety of that trailer. There was some stuff I don't want to have no killer virus. I don't want no zombies. I don't want no elevator falling off. I don't want nothing.
Everything is just wrong in that trailer.
Everything.
I have to admit, I've seen them all, and yeah.
So let me ask you guys a question, because I've only seen like 1 or 2 of the Resident Evil movies. I played pretty much all the games, I believe, except Village. I didn't play the most recent one, but I played pretty much all the games at some point. I like the games. The movies that I saw were good, but not great. But what did you guys think of them?
I think Resident Evil was dope, especially the main character with the eyes. I never knew how to pronounce her name, but
Mila Jovovich or something.
Yeah. Well,
go
ahead.
Yeah, I like the first one, and then I don't think I think maybe I didn't really like the second one. Maybe Extinction I liked, but all the rest of them, they just seem kind of repetitive to me.
Yeah.
So the movies, I have not seen the movies. I've only played one Resident Evil game. Yeah. I played a lot of it. Like I went and I 100%ed all the weapons and I found all the collectibles and shit in it. Like it was Resident Evil 5. And that's because I really wanted the red Xbox 360. And that was the Resident Evil version. So it came free with it. So it stayed wrapped in plastic on my shelf for years until I'm like, one day, I'm going to try this. And I got hooked.
It's a really fun franchise of games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll tell a fact, a truthful fact. When I got my video card for my computer, Monster Hunter and Resident Evil 3 came packed with it.
Dope.
So I installed them both, and to this day, I played like the first intro of Resident Evil 3, and I turned that son of a
He was like, "No." One thing we got to say about the company that makes Capcom makes Resident Evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
They make Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Monster Hunter, and a host of other games that have absolutely nothing to do with each other, which is crazy. Because when you think about a lot of video game companies nowadays, they all kind of make the same type of genre of game. Like there's sports, like EA. EA mostly makes sports and shooters. Everything else, they don't really touch that much, but mostly it's shooters and sports, right? 2K, sports, and they make Borderlands. That's kind of their genre, the looter shooter genre. Ubisoft is all over the place, but mainly it's RPGs and shooters. Capcom does everything. Everything. And that's what I'm saying. So that's what I think about that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, everything. I mean, let's think about it, Vic. How many games that Capcom made that was just utter trash? Not like, but I'm talking straight dog doo-doo. Capcom don't put out trash.
Yeah, I was about to say none. Like every Capcom game that I've ever owned, I played a lot of.
I mean, they got like 12 different versions of one Street Fighter. And we
right. Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, EX,
Turbo.
Turbo, yeah. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, 2nd Edition, Champions Edition. Like
X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Yep,
exactly.
X-Men versus Street Fighter 1 and 2. I mean, Marvel versus Capcom, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
That's right. It was also the King of the Fighters versus Street Fighter.
Yep.
Which that was dope.
It was dope.
Oh man. All right, so that was beautiful. I'm glad we have a plan B with everything here anyway.
All right, so what's next?
All right, here we go.
Each of us, there burns the fury of a warrior. In every generation, a few are chosen to prove it.
One of you three will decide the outcome of the tournament.
3 strangers will travel to the mystical realm of Outworld to defend our people against Shang Tsung. You will die. And his forces of darkness in an ancient tournament. One more victory.
Your soul is mine.
And our world is theirs.
It has begun!
You can't run from me, Shang!
I don't need to run.
Johnny Cage,
Combat begins.
Come on,
I got a lot to say about this.
I might need to go last because I got a lot.
First of all,
this movie pissed me off something bad.
If we would have judged the trailer, and that's the only way we decided we was gonna go see this movie, we would have never seen this movie. That trailer was bad, dog. That the way that it was terrible. The movie I thought was kind of dope, but the trailer was terrible, man. Like, all right. So first of all, Mortal Kombat is a franchise best known, really, in my opinion, for its absolute gratuitous violence. You're ripping people's skulls off, burning people, tearing people's arms off, throwing them in pits full of spikes, getting them impaled. Like, you're doing everything. You got reptiles melting people with acid. Oh, man, it's rough, dog. But one of the things that I think Mortal Kombat did was it set the stage for video games to be seen as art instead of an imitation of real life events. Because if you guys remember, I don't know if you guys remember this, but the people who made Mortal Kombat at the time faced legal action for the game because people were saying that it was too violent for kids. Right. And that's how the ESRB actually started, I believe, was from Mortal Kombat.
I think you might be right.
So one of the cool things about that is that really and truly, you got to understand two things if you're a video game company. One, parents don't care what they buy for their kids as far as video games, because I can't tell you how many children are playing M-rated games right now. Like, Mortal Kombat set the stage for the companies to realize, oh, we can still make M-rated games because they're going to buy it anyway. And that's how all of that came to be from a financial aspect. Mortal Kombat not only was important for Midway, but it was important for the video game industry as a whole because it showed them that. And that was very important. But as far as the movie was concerned, the movie, in my opinion, was one of the, at the time, best adaptations from a video game to a movie, because if you follow the early few Mortal Kombats, that story was very cool to see on the big screen. Not necessarily, still in the game, but it was, you had characters and it was kind of real life-ish, even though clearly with Goro, that was not real, but it was cool to see it on the big screen, in my opinion. What y'all got to say about this?
You go ahead, Dizzy.
Yeah, because I'm preparing my rebuttal, so yeah.
I love that movie. I still love that movie. I rewatched that movie a few months ago.
HBO Max.
Also, I don't know where I saw it. I just watched it again. I found it and I watched it. And and it's just like, so the graphics aren't great and it's not like Oscar worthy dialogue or anything, but it's fun. You sit there and you watch it, and everyone probably our age and a lot of ages know that song. Like, as soon as the song started in my head, I'm like, Mortal Kombat. Like, everyone does it, and if they say they don't, they lie.
That's hilarious. Now, how many times have you said, your soul is mine? I have done it.
I say it when I play video games.
Glass, you say that when you playing 2K.
Hey, when I dunk on somebody, I have said that. And I'm pretty sure it's on my TikTok somewhere.
Oh, snap.
Right now, I'm playing Elden Ring, and every time I kill someone, that little bit of glow, the rune, or not the rune, whatever, the rune comes at me, or whatever.
Yeah.
The little glow comes at me, I go, your soul is mine. And, like, whoever I'm playing with is like, you're such a loser. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Over here.
Yeah.
The only thing missing is babalities. Yeah. But that would have been too weird to do on the big screen, Lena. That would have been really crazy to do on the big screen.
All right, D-Ray, your podium,
Let's
sir.
get it.
So, let me tell y'all why this movie sucked.
Now that we've all professed our love. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all why I thought this movie sucked. During the time that Mortal Kombat came out, Raiden was my favorite character. Raiden is who I played with.
They had a terrible Raiden.
Right? For the uninitiated, if you were watching the trailer, Christopher Lambert was cast as Raiden.
Highlander, right?
Connor McLeod himself.
Right. He's Highlander. If you don't know what that is, go find that. It's a great movie. But
so it goes from Irish to Oriental. That is crazy.
And Christopher Lambert is from Great Neck, New York. So yeah, so he's far from look, there was a movie in the 80s called Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes.
Right?
Classic.
And it's one of my little cult favorite movies. This, ladies and gentlemen, is who should have played Raiden.
We got a problem.
That's Raiden.
Man, why he got that pot on his head like that though?
Now, first of all, what you're not going to do is talk about that man's hat. Second of all, so I couldn't get past the casting of Raiden to enjoy the movie. Now, I will admit it was better than Street Fighter because I remember watching Street Fighter going, I can't believe they wasted $60 million or however much it costs for them to make this movie.
Although I enjoyed Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile. I thought he was a good Guile. I think he pulled that off well. But the rest of M. Bison's was good too. They got a good M. Bison in my opinion.
So yeah. So for me, Mortal Kombat sucked.
Now let me go back a little bit on the brother with the extra large China helmet. I don't know what you call it.
the part on his head.
But check it out. Y'all remember Dark Helmet from Spaceballs? That's
yes.
Oh man.
Dark Helmet was hilarious, man.
Rick Moranis, Canadian.
Yes, that's
look at her taking credit for it as a Canadian, y'all. I just wanted y'all to know that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Cut the cat, D-Ray. Street Fighter was a dumpster fire. Was it really? Because you want to know. All right, look, y'all want to know why I kind of like Street Fighter? I'm gonna break it down. When did Street Fighter come out? Like 1992 or something like that?
93, 94, somewhere around there.
Okay, so when I was a kid, right, I got good grades on my report card, y'all. Brought home straight A's again, because I did it all the time back then. But I did it again, and this time my parents was like, "All right, well, you got straight A's, so what would you like to do?" And I was like, "Well, Street Fighter just came out on DVD. Can I get that?" Or not DVD, but VHS back then. Can I get that? And they was like, "Sure." And they got me a little pizza and got me some orange soda, and I sat back and I watched Street Fighter. And I'm telling you right now, it was a good time. I was 7? Yeah, I was 7 or 8. I mean, I was chilling.
I was confused for a second.
In your defense, as you was getting Orange Crush wasted, I'm just saying. Once again, it's about casting.
Yeah.
Was Jean-Claude Van Damme a good guy?
He was.
Was Raul Julia a good Bison?
I think he was. I think he was. And I'll tell you why I think he was. Because M. Bison wasn't insane. M. Bison made sense, but he took it too far. And that is the whole reason why they had him play it that way. And it's just like I was having a conversation. Look, I was having a conversation on my stream last night about a guy. We were talking about Hayden Christensen playing Anakin Skywalker. And what I want people to see, look, I'm about to educate Dizzy here too, though. Okay, listen. Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, was played the way he was because that is Anakin Skywalker. Emotionless, all about facts, all about correctness. That is why he was played the way he was played. George Lucas himself told Hayden Christensen, "Hey, don't do anything that gives off emotion. Just be like robotic as you can, and that's how I want Anakin to be." And that's what he did, and he did it right because if you read any of the stuff about Star Wars and you read about Anakin Skywalker as he got to be a teenager, that's how he was. Don't hate Hayden Christensen because he played the part exactly like the character was supposed to be played. And that's all I'm saying about Rawls. Don't hate Rawls' performance because he played Bison the way Bison is supposed to be played.
I had to remember what show I'm on. Rather whose show I'm on. So I'm having to switch my mental gears before I call for a flag. The prequels had more problems than just Hayden Christensen. So I'm not going to even go down there.
They did, but I think that I think Hayden Christensen got a terrible rap for playing a character the way he was told to play the character and the way that the character is written. That's what I think. Because
so basically, his problem was he shouldn't have listened to George Lucas.
No, because George Lucas wrote Star Wars. That's the dude who made. If you're telling me that, okay, let's take it in more recent times. Okay, people had a problem with what's her name on Game of Thrones, the little girl. Help me, Troy. The girl who grew up and she assassinated the white
Arya Stark.
Arya Stark. They had a problem with Arya Stark being the one to kill the Night King. And what I had to educate people on back then was, hey, listen, this was what she was supposed to do from the jump. She was the one who wanted to train with Jon Snow and his brothers. She trained for this her entire freaking life. And she got the sword made and the dagger made that would do the job. Yep. Like, I don't understand how people didn't get this. And I'm telling you right now, if y'all go back and watch the scene in which she kills the Night King.
Oh, I have many times.
That is one of the greatest television scenes in the history of television.
Oh, like
it just is.
Oh, it's just.
I will give you that, and you know, we could probably do another podcast on Game of Thrones.
I love that show.
That was simply my show.
No doubt.
You know, I remember being in a Facebook group, and one of the rules that we had to tell people that had never watched it, never get attached to anybody.
Oh yeah,
you just never know.
You remember the Red Wedding? You know how many people died in the Red Wedding, and I was like, oh well, this is one of the main characters.
I was braced. I had braced myself for that. I had braced myself for that because I had read the books. I knew it was coming. I knew I had to brace myself.
You're supposed to just watch the show.
You know,
I cheated. I watched this. I was reading the books before the show was announced.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I had mad love for Ned Stark. Oh, Ned is this, Ned this.
Yeah.
Oh no!
What? Yeah. You know what I loved about Game of Thrones, and that was part of it. The simply unpredictability of it, because and I get where people were coming from when they talked about, hey, Jon Snow is supposed to be the king, the guy that kills the Night King. The show is about Jon Snow.
The books aren't even there yet.
Jon Snow. And here's the real weird part, bruh. Here's the part that I think is really funny. Is that the unpredictability of Game of Thrones should have told us that they force-fed us the fact that Jon Snow was going to kill the White King, or the Night King. Of course he wasn't going to kill the Night King, because they don't ever do something that you think they're going to do. That is the whole point of the show. And I guess people just missed it.
You know, I think this is what Lena was saying. Yeah, Game of Thrones dialed in the last season. I don't get me wrong. When Aura kills the Night King, that was a great scene. But everything else,
after that felt phoned in. The ending.
They even had the Starbucks cup in the scene. That's how much they cared. That's how much they cared about the last few episodes. They didn't even bother to fact check it and go back and edit it. It's a big ass Starbucks cup. It's like, well, damn, how did Starbucks get a franchise in Game of Thrones? You know, Moving on.
We could definitely do a whole one on just.
You know what? You guys want to see us? Hey, hit the like button on the podcast right now if you guys want to see us do an episode, or even. I mean, we could just do a whole.
Especially
show.
Especially since the prequels are coming out in a few weeks. Right.
Hey, listen. Make sure y'all.
Just be us arguing the whole time.
If you're fans of whatever you're fans of, doesn't matter what it is to me. Leave it in the comment section. What do you guys want us to talk about? This show is about video games, and I understand that. But just like Rats, we can do anything.
Yes.
We have 4 cast members on this show that are into pretty much everything. So you guys go ahead and challenge us, man.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
So check it out, fellas. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Blast Artist of the Week because we still got a lot of goodies to share. This is my boy again, Elijah Rosario. We just can't lose you. Let's check it out.
Just wanna let you know, no matter how hard it is, I'll never let you go. Making this thing last until the days are old. Could lose a lot of things, but I just know I can't lose your love. Baby, you're my drug. It's like the air that I breathe in. Every day, girl, I need it. Baby, you're my escape. You're my fix when I'm painted. I can't lose your love. Baby, you're my drug. It's like the air that I breathe in. Every day, girl, I need it. Baby, you're my escape. You're my fix when I'm painted. Till this day, still make me feel the same. 4 years later, my love hasn't changed. Forever hold it down for you. Keeping my word, girl, I'll still take a ride for you. Love you just as is. I'll be your safe space. I'll be your best friend until the end of time. We've had our moments and our days we ain't see eye to eye. But anytime you say the word, no, I'm down to slide. I can't lose your love. Baby, you're my drug. It's like the air that I breathe in. Every day, girl, I need it. Baby, you're my escape. You're my fix when I'm painted. I can't lose your love. Baby, you're my drug. It's like the air that I breathe in. Every day, girl, I need it. Baby, you're my escape. You're my fix when I'm painted.
I'm not gonna lie.
Elijah Rosario.
That line. I'm just letting y'all know. Baby, you my drug. I'm fitting to use that line. Rosario, man, I appreciate you hooking me up with that line, baby. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Hey, you that are fans of music, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register as a fan so you have access to all the many artists on Blast. If you're an artist, you can register with Blast for the free. So go ahead and go to blastmusic247.com, register as an artist, pick your genre, and please fill out your stage profile so that everybody can see you. So there you go.
Bro, you telling me it's free?
It's free.
I might have to say. I'm just saying.
It's just free 99.
All right, y'all. So we talked a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. We kind of got a little sidetracked there throughout the show, but we're going to get locked back in on these movies from video games. Troy, a.k.a. the Veep. What's next?
All righty. D-Ray, I'm gonna kick this one off. That's yours. All right.
Bet.
March 15th, Earth year 2454. Earth's defenses are threatened.
Message from Health Command.
They don't believe they can withstand a Kilrathi battle group without the support of the fleet.
This tactical schematic outlines a nightmare.
We need to buy our fleet 2 hours. And only a team of young fighter pilots stands between Earth and destruction.
Lieutenant J.G. Christopher Blair, reporting for duty, sir.
Todd, Maniac Marshal. At your service, ma'am.
Lieutenant Commander Deborah, your wing commander.
Send those kids' hands down.
All right, ladies, let's do it. likelihood you're going to die out here. We're all going to die out here, but none of us need to be reminded of that fact.
Give him a broadside, Mr. Jerome. Open fire.
If you endanger another pilot, you're dead. Emotion gets in the way.
Commander, emotion is what separates us from the Karathi. I don't think I can. I don't have the faith.
It's not faith. Let's make our miracle.
Wing Commander.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I've never seen it, to be honest.
Either.
I have.
Yeah, me too. So here's I'm about Dizzy. You want to go first because you know me.
Well, I mean, I watched it because it's got Freddie Prinze Jr. in it, and at one point, I was convinced I was going to marry that man. So, like, that's when as soon as it came on, I'm like, oh, Freddie's coming. I don't remember much about the rest of the movie. Like, I guess it wasn't very memorable, but
Yeah.
You see the little twitch right there in D-Ray's eyes when you said that. I believe he's gonna say something to the contrary in about point.
Well, I was never into the game. It just came out. I'm like, oh, it's a Freddie Prinze movie. I went and I saw it. I never played the game.
So, I was obsessed with being a starfighter pilot. Any game that had the ability to fly in space and kill things, I was obsessed with, right? So when this game came out, it was a game that first I think it was on PC, early PCs. Then it came out on I want to say either Nintendo 64 or the first PlayStation. I don't remember, but so I was really hyped to see this movie, right? Nobody black survived in this movie. And it was one of the first times that I actually realized that the old joke of, you know, black people don't survive in the sci-fi and the horror pictures. You know, they always send us down that long, dark corridor and we never come back. Just like red shirts in Star Trek, you know?
Yep.
And for whatever reason, it's always something freakish that happens to the minorities or whatever. So that I shouldn't say that. That angered me. Yeah, that sort of left me like, I really hate this movie because everybody looked like me is getting blowed up, eaten up, blown out into space. And then I'm gonna tell you, you said you like Freddie Prinze Jr. Fine. Here is the thing that he would do in that movie that would aggravate me. He had this look like
he's got that look all the time. That's just the Freddie Prinze look.
Hate it.
No, it's Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard. So I'm like, I gotta go watch them.
Isn't Matthew Lillard the dude who plays Shaggy?
He is.
Yes.
Oh,
hilarious.
And Freddie Prinze plays Fred.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
I did not know that.
Go back and look at it.
Okay, so a couple
things. So middle finger to Wing Commander and whoever thought that one up. And I'm gonna tell you this. One of these days, y'all gonna hear my stand-up routine on the most racist movie that was ever created.
What movie is that?
Jurassic Park.
Okay, we gotta have to do that sometime.
Yeah, one of these days, y'all gonna hear my rant.
We're just to start a list.
Yeah, on why Jurassic Park was the most racist movie to ever be created.
So you mentioned that a lot of movies that are sci-fi, horror-ish, we don't do so well in the movies, except one. And I don't know if y'all are gonna remember this movie. Probably all of you are gonna remember this movie when I say it. But there is one black guy that survives in a monster, sci-fi-ish kind of movie. Do you guys know who I'm
Just
talking
said,
about?
I want to write this down because I want to know if my guess is right.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Second, write it down.
And if it's the movie that I'm thinking of, it was two of them in there.
Okay.
I knew they was going to kill one. So, and if they'd have killed both of them, we'd have rioted.
Hey, but you know what's funny? If you're thinking about the movie I'm thinking about, did you expect the first guy to go within the first 10 minutes of the damn movie?
Look. I was in the movie theater when that happened. Now I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm starting to think my guess is wrong. What movie is
all of us were sitting in the movie theater like, holy.
First of all, listen. All right, so the movie. Do you give me your guess, Dizzy?
No. I think I'm wrong.
No, you gotta get the guess out now.
No. Okay, well, the one I was thinking is kind of a comedy, and it's kind of like a running joke where he's like, I'm gonna be the one that dies, and he ends up surviving, and it was Evolution, but it wasn't scary.
Not that movie.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say let me take a guess.
Yeah, go for it.
Now, I let me tell you a little story of this. When I went to a friend's house, and they were dorms, and I was, I really don't do horror movies at all. Never have, never cared to. But when I was there with my homeboy, they had brought this one girl that screamed bloody murder on every single iota of anything freaky that went on, and that just made it worse. That movie was The Night of the Demons, and the black guy that was in there, he booked it so much the ghosts couldn't catch him, and he actually saved the white person in the end, and they all made it out safe.
Okay, that's not the movie I was thinking of.
Okay,
but the movie I was thinking of is Deep Blue Sea.
Facts.
And the thing is, listen, you have a movie, right? You have a movie, right? And you hear the people that are in the movie. Okay, you hear that they're gonna put LL Cool J and Samuel L. Jackson in the movie.
Yep.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question. When you heard those two names, when you heard those two names, who do you think was dying first?
Oh, Samuel's kicking the bucket.
No,
it's cheaper to get him out of the movie faster. Like,
exactly.
Get the expensive fast.
Okay. First of all, y'all got to set the context. You got to set the context. This is like 1999, right? This is
It was a good movie.
This is getting to the height of Samuel L. Jackson-ish, right? So we're getting to the point. We're past Pulp Fiction. And this is right before Mace Windu. You know, so there was nobody that was a bigger star in Hollywood than Samuel L. Jackson, right? And it wasn't the fact that we saw it coming. First of all, the premise, how did we talk about movies? First of all, the premise of Deep Blue Sea was dumb. Okay, let's take a human growth hormone, inject it into the brain of a tiger shark.
But it was to cure Alzheimer's.
So we're gonna make tiger shark smart, right? Now we 100 feet under the water with 3 smart ass sharks, right? So somebody, whatever, but the way that he got ate up, like I'm pretty sure if that was real, he didn't feel a thing. So
my whole thing about Deep Blue Sea was when I first saw who was going to be in the movie, I expected that Samuel L. Jackson would be the last brother to go down, like toward the end of the movie, and one of the other people would survive, and that's how. Nah, man, LL Cool J survived. He was the lone survivor in that movie. I could not believe there was no way you convinced me that was going to be how that movie ended before I saw it. There's no way. All right, so
such a good movie.
Kudos to them. That was a really cool movie. It was fun to watch. Let me get the next movie, Troy, because we're about to run out of time talking.
All righty. Here we go.
Falcon Main, this is Bravo Team. Do you copy? Storm incoming. Send immediate support.
Captain.
What'd you find?
It's definitely Bravo Team, but the tracks end here.
They can't just disappear.
Where the hell did that come from?
Back in the vehicle! It's gaining on us!
On our 6.
Holy.
How did we get here? Stop! We are not your enemy. We're soldiers.
Give me a hand!
But we need weapons. Gotta tell me about that. What happened to your family?
Not us.
If we can get into their world, we can get into ours.
My God.
We gotta get home. You with me?
Well, that was definitely one of my favorite video games. Because of Gabe, Vic, Charger was playing it so much that if I wanted to get on board, I had to learn it.
Don't forget Graham.
Oh,
yeah. Graham. As a matter of fact,
that's Graham's game.
Graham actually helped me get better because he loved it that much.
Yeah.
So I loved. We fought Diablo, and it was such a relief beating the crap out of Diablo. I hate it.
So Monster Hunter World, which is the game that Troy is talking about, definitely in the last decade, I would say top 5 for me. I love that game, but so many hours into that game, you guys wouldn't believe it. Not only getting my character to get right, but helping my friends get their characters right, get all the gear and armor and everything like that they wanted. I'm telling you right now, that literally just made me want to go buy Monster Hunter Rise. Like right now, kind of want to buy it. I ain't played it yet, and I was thinking about it like 3 days ago, and I see this trailer, and I'm like, damn, I want to buy that now. But anyway, Monster Hunter movie, I didn't get to watch it yet. I'm probably going to at some point very soon.
It's good, bro.
One of the things about the game that I'll say is that you could see that the game would make a great movie. I remember thinking this while I was playing the game. Like, if they could somehow get the combat sequences right, that'd be a hell of a movie, man. And it was. A lot of people really liked it. Although I think the movie had some controversial something with it, right? Wasn't there some controversy with the movie?
Yeah, it was it got banned in China because there's a line where they used a really, really bad disparaging joke about someone's knees, and so yeah, that was kind of a bad point. My problem with this movies like this is I feel like they never consult gamers.
Agreed.
They never really ask gamers, okay, what about this game makes you want to play it over and over and over again? And it always seems like the movie or the series reflects someone who never played a video game in their life.
Yeah.
You know, now
especially
I've never
the one.
Yeah, right. So now I will say that because Megan Good is in this movie, that has increased my likelihood of actually watching it. And for reasons that are my own and solely my own. But yeah, so
yeah, Megan Good is yeah. She good. Yeah. Almost say. Before I get fired.
There you go. Rock agrees.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep it moving. Here we go.
For years, our world has been
been at peace. But something is coming. I can feel it. Dark forces are upon us.
Find these beasts, or whatever they are.
Our world is dying. There is nothing to go back to. If our people are to survive, we must make a home here. Whatever happens.
Whatever happens. If we do not unite, our world will perish.
This doesn't need to happen. There is one who may help us.
For orcs, there is no other life but war. No, but with the humans' help, there could be.
Why are you here?
To save our people.
Can we trust him?
They're beasts. They should all be destroyed.
Are you sure about that? We'll protect the kingdom. You and I.
You'd side with the humans against your own kind.
This is suicide.
We have no choice. We should attack with full force.
Whatever you plan to do it now!
Now the perk to this is every single one of us have played World of Warcraft. So
Leroy Jenkins.
Sorry. We can have a legitimate response to the movie. Now, in my case, I like the movie because I'm a big fan of World of Warcraft. The cinema photography, the outfits, the CGI, they put a good amount of money in there, and I felt they did a good job with the story. Was there more to it? Probably so. And if they do drop a sequel, I will be there. I actually enjoyed it. What you think, Dizzy?
I have not seen it.
Oh,
Intentionally.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
Because World of Warcraft just, it sounds stupid, but it meant so much to me. Like so many hours just chilling and hanging out with friends, and you know, two of you I met in World of Warcraft. Like that game was a huge chunk of my gaming existence.
Right.
And it meant so much to me that it would break my heart if I put that movie on
and it was trash.
Like it would be Queen of the Damned all over again. Like I couldn't handle it.
See, this is why I didn't watch it either, and it's the exact same situation that you're describing, Dizzy. And you know, one of the things is, and Troy knows about this. One of the people who brought me to World of Warcraft was a very dear friend of mine, and she passed away before the movie came out.
Damn.
And so for me to watch the movie, I would have just been in that headspace again, probably, of like remembering what she had going on with me while we were playing WoW and everything like that. And I didn't want to do it. I'm gonna keep it 100. I just didn't want to do it. So I skipped the movie. I heard it was pretty good. Heard it was decent, that kind of thing. But I didn't watch it. So, but I can tell you this: if they did not utilize the source material within the game, they are foolish, because the story arcs in World of Warcraft, like the actual MMO story arcs, are amazing. And this is something that you can't say for many MMO RPGs. Most of the stories in most of these games, kind of trash, actually. It's just one thing to get you to the end of the game so that you can do the raids and etc. But in World of Warcraft, that just wasn't the case. There were intricate stories placed in every zone. And then those zones encompassed a bigger story. And then it's so on and so forth until you got to the part where you were like the central character in the story. Like that game takes you from being a bit player to the guy.
Yeah.
A ride that you will never forget.
Yeah, right. and that's just the main story that you're playing. That doesn't even touch on all the stories that you kind of have to uncover as you go around. Like you can play the whole game and never stumble across some of the amazing stories that are in there.
Fact.
So like every once in a while, I'm like, oh, maybe I could do it. I can watch it, and then I'll pull up a trailer just to refresh my memory, and I'm like, maybe I'll watch something else. So like,
not gonna be able to do it.
Now that Troy has vouched for it, maybe I'll do it. That way I've got someone to be angry at if I don't like it.
Well, I mean, and it has the dubious distinction of being the highest grossing video game adapted movie of all time. Second, in second place is Angry Birds. So
that's the only real one, I guess, right? Because if people are thinking that Angry Birds is a real game,
what you not gonna do is talk about Angry Birds in my presence.
Hey, listen,
no. I know this is your show, but you're not gonna talk about Angry Birds in my presence. You're gonna make me pull up Glass.
Oh man! All right, so somebody in the audience, Crypto, my boy, he says, I remember there was so many people annoyed by this movie. Crypto, if you're still there, why were people annoyed by this movie? I'm curious. You can type that out while we're playing the next trailer if you're still there.
I think people had higher expectations than the movie was willing to deliver. And, it's... I can watch a movie and just enjoy the movie, but people want it to be scripted, like mirror to mirror. They wouldn't have let it deviate in certain other avenues. So, yeah.
In my humble opinion, if they were going to make a World of Warcraft movie, it should have been the Rise of the Lich King story, more so than any other story arc in the game. And the fact that they did not make the story about that was a huge mistake, in my opinion.
Now, these last two are going to be video games that converted to TV series. This is the first one.
I've heard tales of your kind, Witcher. You're a mutant, created by magic, roaming the continent.
We don't want your kind here.
Hunting monsters for a price. I thought you'd have fangs or horns or something.
I had them filed down.
People call you a monster too. Why not kill them?
Because then I am what they say I am.
All of our choices draw our destinies closer.
If he is out there, there is still hope. I have to find Geralt of Rivia.
Don't judge me.
They say witches can't feel human emotion. What do you believe in?
Evil is evil. Lesser. Greater. Middling. It's all the same.
Princess Cirilla is your destiny.
I can't protect her.
If you dismiss it,
Geralt!
You will unleash true calamity upon us all.
I'll take that chance.
Come on. Okay.
Okay. So if Game of Thrones is heroin, this show is my methadone. Right? This show is my this is my fix until another Game of Thrones substitute can come. So I actually as people say, I F's with this show.
Oh yeah,
I really do.
Now,
okay, so I
part of that. Go ahead, Vic.
So I am a huge fan of the Witcher games.
Yep.
Now, the games themselves, all of them are extremely good. All of them are extremely well thought out, well paced, well everything. You know what I have to say? 99.9% of the time, when you play a video game, the movie is not as good. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw that out there. But in this case, brother, the Witcher series is the I want to cuss, but I don't want to cuss because we all blast. Bro, I ain't gonna do it. But I'm telling you right now, you gotta watch the Witcher series. It is the best video game adaptation of all time. There's nothing that comes close. There's nothing that encapsulates the series as much as this show does. It is that freaking good. Henry Cavill, brother, you would man salute to you out this mofo, dog, because you brought it to the table for this show, dog. You did, bro. All right, that show right there is the best Netflix series there is, and there's a lot of pretty good Netflix series.
Yes. Now wait a minute. Okay, you know what? This your show. I'm not gonna do it.
What you think is the best one? What you think is the best one, bro? What's the best one?
Oh, Ozarks is the best Netflix show ever. Ever.
Nah, we're not gonna be able to. We're not gonna say that's better than Witcher, bro. We're not gonna.
Nah, baby, I'm not gonna be able to
do it.
Whatever. You know what? But I'm very, very curious on what Dizzy has to say about The Witcher.
Yes.
Oh my God, Dizzy has stuff to say about The Witcher. First of all, I want to respond to Damien in the comments where he said he wasn't sure if he read or played the game. So Henry Cavill read the books. He was obsessed with the game. He begged for that audition when it was just a rumor. And a lot of the times on set, he was making suggestions based on the books because he wanted to keep it so to the book. So they kept going to him for advice because he was obsessed. As am I. The games are awesome. I love games. Like that was a game that sucked me in, like Skyrim sucked me in, right? Like it was just like you get lost in that world and you lose all sense of time. You come out like Robin Williams, like, what year is it? Like that's what that game does to you. And the show was it was so true to the feel of it. It was like gritty and it was dirty and like it wasn't like obsessed with everything being pretty. I was happy when they gave Cirilla eyebrows in the second season. But it's just so good and it did not disappoint.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I will say for me, and I'm gonna put the disclaimer out there so that people know your boy don't switch no way. But I got a bromance.
I know what you're about to say, and I feel the direction that you're going in. And I'm gonna say before you say that, because that's gonna put you out there in the deep water. I'm gonna get out there in the deep water with you. The dude makes me feel some kind of way about me not going to the gym.
Facts. Hey, second season he got more diesel than the first.
He got yoked up.
Whoa.
For the Witcher series, bro. Whoa. Did y'all see him in Superman 2? He was yoked up as Superman. Like, dude, he tries, man.
Henry is the man. I'm sorry.
I give it to him.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve as Superman had the look. But Henry Cavill got the actual bod for it.
Yeah, he has
diesel.
I don't want to go down another rabbit hole here, but Cavill to me has that alien look.
Yeah.
That you would expect from for Superman, because Superman is in fact an alien that has lived among us. So Christopher Reeve, he's gonna always be kind of one of the favorites because we kind of all grew up on him and he was the good, wholesome American Superman. But Henry is that dude. Yeah, Henry is that dude for real. Yeah.
So I won't ponder much longer on that because I still want to get through this one last show. But Henry, he's that guy. Absolutely. All right, so real quick, panel. Henry goes over to the MCU. Which Marvel character should he be?
Wolverine.
Ooh, he's a bit
wow.
Big. And the reason why I say he should play Wolverine,
there's like no hesitation.
Wolverine is jacked, brother. Wolverine is the most yoked up superhero. We're talking about Colossus. Colossus is a big dude, but he's not ripped, brother. Like
it depends on who draws him.
I'm just saying this right now, bruh. Henry Cavill, if they do it correctly, would be the best Wolverine we've ever seen on a movie scene.
I'm gonna give you the right group, but the wrong character. I would like to see him. Yeah, I would love to see him play Cyclops.
Yeah.
No, why would you do that to him?
I think he's too tall to play Wolverine, and yeah, I would like to see him play Cyclops.
No. First of all, Cyclops, so lame. I hate Cyclops. Why would you put my man Henry in there? All right. Second of all, I agree with Vic because like he's jacked and he's hairy, and that's Wolverine's got to be both of those things.
Okay.
So
I give him 2. Sebastian Shaw, or if he was to play the Wendigo, he would be the man for it because he is built like a house.
What about oh man, what was Wolverine's antithesis there?
Oh, Sabretooth.
Sabretooth, he'd be good
Definitely.
at too.
Now I give you.
I would go with that. All right. Let's go on to this last one. And this started this year.
You. Humanity's best weapon. Master Chief, huh?
The Master Chief was enhanced and trained for one purpose: to win this war. He and the other Spartans are our only effective weapons against the Covenant. He is lethal, upgradable, and most importantly, controllable.
Covenant forces appear to be excavating some kind of object. When I touched the object, I felt something. I felt different.
What they did to us makes you numb.
And you just decided to help me. Why would a Spartan do that?
What does one do with a superhuman you're not sure you can trust?
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
Master Chief recovered something.
Sacred ring. Halo.
Humans surrender to the Covenant.
Cortana, I'm gonna need you now. Find the Halo. Win the war.
All right. Now, for those that has not seen the first 2 episodes of Halo, I'm gonna tell you now. Not only does it base it on the game, gratuitous, and when I say gratuitous violence, I'm talking kids hide your wife. You know what is it? What's the boy say?
Hide your wife, hide your girl, hide your everything.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Hey, the enemy, or I forgot what the bad guys
Covenant?
were called. The Covenant. The Covenant is ruthless. Hey, 0 F's on who you are. Covenant takes you out, and obliviation, vaporization.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, check the first episode. That will be enough to get you hooked. I'm telling you, the first episode will have you hooked.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go on record. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it, but if Bokeem Woodbine dies in this series, I'm gonna protest.
Well, I'll let you know he ain't died in the first 2, so he's safe.
So,
but a good stuff.
This one, I think M is gonna have the most to say. So I guess I'll go next. I haven't watched the first 2 episodes yet, but I am a big fan of the Halo series. Not probably nearly as big a fan as M is, but I'm a big fan of it, and I think that what they have going on there is probably a really good show. They have a lot of source material to work with, the same as a lot of the games that we've showcased here today. And if it's done correctly, it could be a long-running series.
Indeed. Go ahead, Em.
Go for it.
I have decided to watch this one. I've got it lined up for this weekend. I haven't seen it yet, but
Okay.
I'm definitely going to watch it because, I mean, they announced that they were going to be making a Halo series like years and years ago at E3. I remember, I think it was Steven Spielberg came out and announced that he was making this. I don't know if that's who ended up making it, but at one point they had Spielberg. And the story, it's so rich. Like, I think it's perfect for a series. I'm glad they went for series and not movie.
Right.
Because that was a good move on their part. I am a little bummed that they did not get the original Master Chief voice actor. I think it was Damien in there said that as well.
I'm very confused as why they did.
I don't know why, because if at some point he takes off his helmet, I guess you're gonna have to see what the actor's actual voice is.
Yeah, but see, the thing is that the helmet could have its own voice changer situation going.
Voice modulation.
Yeah, voice modulation is something. You know what I mean?
But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to watching it this weekend. And like, I thought about doing the WoW thing where I'm like, oh, I'm scared because Halo is big in this house. Like, I've got like 3 Spartans at least behind me here. But I'm gonna watch it. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna make Sam watch it with me. He's not happy about that.
I honestly feel you will appreciate it, Dizzy. It was really refreshing to see Master Chief in his element, but most of all, his badassery, his weapon knowledge.
He's just badass. Like,
big time.
I'm looking, and I'm so happy because I'm really angry at Halo right now, to be honest. So like, I'm kind of hoping that it'll make me feel better if I watch this on the weekend. Like, maybe they can just like, I'll forgive them a little bit if the series is good.
So I got to catch up on some of the comments in the audience real quick.
Go ahead.
My boy Crypto says that Tom Welling is my Superman. I feel that. Smallville, I grew up on that. So I understand where you're coming from with that. I wish that Tom Welling would have continued to do Superman. Believe it or not, when they did Man of Steel, this one is from Lena, they actually reached out to Tom Welling to do that movie. He declined because he said he didn't want to be typecasted as Superman after playing him in the Smallville show for so long. So he refused the movie because he'd already done it on Smallville. As far as y'all talking about that Henry Cavill is too tall to play Wolverine, bruh, it's Hollywood. Come on, man. Like, y'all do know Samuel Jackson is 6'5". Does he look 6'5" in all of his movies? No.
I just want some accurate casting. That's all.
Yeah, but okay, look.
We can't find a short Australian to play Wolverine.
Wolverine's Canadian.
That's what I meant.
But here's the thing. Listen,
all y'all
Henry Cavill has the voice for it already. That's just how Henry Cavill talks. That's Wolverine's voice. He's got this one going right here, and that's how Wolverine talks all the time, bub. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does, bruh.
Not all the time.
When does Wolverine have a hey, how you doing?
I thought you were talking about Henry Cavill. I'm like, dude doesn't talk like that.
No, I'm saying like he's got
like, what are you watching? Okay, all right. Wolverine does, he's rough. Like, yeah, that's because of all those cigars.
We now know what to get Dizzy for Christmas.
Clue.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that was all the trailers for today. I want to make sure that I let you guys know that I appreciate everybody in the audience coming through and interacting with us while we're on here, man. I love y'all, man. I will make sure I see you guys next week, not only on this show, but on Rats on Monday. Until I see you guys on those 2 platforms, don't break nothing, man.
Indeed. You got anything, D-Ray?
D-Ray.
Hey, he ended it all. Peace.
Dizzy.
You busy?
No, I'm good. I'm just having fun.
I'm just
All
going
right.
to go ahead and throw this out there right there. She was a little high during that last segment. I'm just going to say.
was it?
Hey, he didn't hit the end button yet, man. You ain't supposed to do that.
All right.
I love this show, man.
Anyway, we love you guys. Be easy. GG, my G.